Hi everyone, welcome to the Java session on data retrieval using JDBC. Today I am going to show you how to retrieve the content present in the database using the JDBC code. Let me show you the database first. This is my database and I connect to my user. The username is coder and I had written my password here. And see the tables I had. I'm having employee table and students table, and this was the content present in the students table. These are 5 rows and 2 columns. I'm having ID and name. I'm going to retrieve this content, the content present in the students table using the JDBC code. This is entire is the SQL command prompt. Now you see 5 rows, right? These 5 rows I'm going to retrieve using JDBC code. Now let me show you the JDBC code. This was the JDBC code you need to write in order to get the content from the database. Now let me explain each and every step clearly. Observe, the first step is to import the necessary packages. The package we need is java.sql so that we can use the classes and interfaces present in that. Now observe, the second step is to load the driver, right? For that we need to write this statement, class.forName. This was the class you need to load, Oracle driver, which is nothing but this is the driver class for the Oracle database. And you can get this class in ojdbc14.jar file, which is present in the installation directory of the Oracle. Now these are all the sub packages, Oracle JDBC driver, right? JDBC and drivers are sub packages of Oracle, and this was the class you can find when you extract the jar file, jdbc.jar file. Okay. After you loaded the driver, you need to establish the connection. For that, you need to use connection interface. Connection con equal to driver manager.get connection. For this get connection method, you need to pass the URL and you need to pass the username and the password of the SQL server you need to use. Observe here, JDBC colon Oracle colon thin driver I am going to use at the rate localhost, nothing but IP address of the Oracle server, and for my system it is localhost. If it is remotely present, you can use that server name, and this was the port number 1521. This is a fixed one, okay. And XE is the username, service name of the Oracle, and this was the username and password of your SQL account, okay. Oracle account, this is the username and this was the password, right? By passing this string, you can connect to the database. Now observe, once you connected to the database, you need to create a statement to process your queries. Let me write this statement. Statement stmt equal to con.create statement. This was user. Create statement is user to create a general statement. This returns the reference of the statement, interface statement, and stmt is holding the reference of a statement interface, okay. Now observe, in order to process the general queries like for select query, the normal statement is enough, okay. Let me see here, statement stmt.execute query select star from students. For select query, you need to use a method called execute query, okay, which is present in the statement interface. Execute query is the method you need to use in order to process the select query. And whatever the data you got, you need to put them into a result set, which is nothing but a result set is nothing like a table which holds all the rows and the cursor is pointing to the first row. Now observe, and whatever the result I got, I need to print it, right? For that, I am using a general system.out.println statement. I am writing the column names. First column name is student ID and second column name is student name. And see, I'm going to iterate over the result set. While rs.next, system.out.println, rs.getInt of 1, rs.getString of 2, which is nothing but first time. We are having 3 rows like this. Now first, rs.next, first row is present, right? The first row data, 2 columns data will be printed. And it goes to the next row, rs.next, and it prints the second row 2 columns data, and third rows 2 columns data, and rs.next there is no further rows, right? So it gets stopped, which is nothing but the entire table content will be printed, and rs.getInt of 1 refers to the first column data, getString of 2 refers to the second column, which is nothing but id, and here it is name. Now let me show you this. If there is any exception raised, I am going to write a statement, some error raised in the code, check the code. Okay, I hope the code is clear. First, import the packages and load the driver and create the connection and create the statements, process the query, and finally store the result. If you want to print them, print the result. Okay, close the connection. I hope the code is clear for everyone. Let me show you where actually the driver is located. In C drive, the Oracle is installed. C, local disk C, Oracle exe app, Oracle product, up to libraries, lib. When you traverse, you can get this file, ojdbc14.jar. Inside this executable jar file, we are having the Oracle driver class. So in order to use that class, we need to set the class path for this jar file. Okay, and once we set that class path, we can use the Oracle driver class and we can load it and we can establish the connection. Okay, let me run this code using Java command prompt. See, first I need to set the class path for the Oracle driver. Set class path equal to, you need to write like this, percentage class path percentage semicolon dot semicolon, which is nothing but if there is any class paths, keep this as it is and let me add some more class path. What is the class path? You need to add this. Copy all this content, Control C. Let me paste it here, Control V, and inside this we are having OJ. Let me type tab. Here you get this ojdbc14.jar semicolon dot semicolon. Observe, percentage class path percentage, and you need to specify the path where the jar file is located, right? Class path is setted. Now let me compile this code, Java C. Now see, here you need to, where actually the program is located means inside the desktop, here the program is located. Let me type the command prompt here and let me write the class path statement here. Set class path equal to percentage class path percentage semicolon dot semicolon, and let me paste it here, and ojdbc 14.jar, right? Class path is setted. Now I need to compile my program, Java C jdbc example 1.java. Now I compiled it successfully. Now I'm going to run the code, Java C jdbc example. Observe, from the Java command prompt, I retrieved the content, right? The 5 rows. Because observe here, select star from students table. I specified students table, so I got the content present in the students table, right? See, this was the content. This is all about today's session. In the upcoming videos, I will show you how to interact with database with many more examples. Thank you.